Yes, guys, welcome back to SFeatleyTV. We're here for the preview of the Styrian Grand Prix, right? Round 8 of the 2021 FIA Formula 1 World Championship. And yeah, we're about a third way into the season now. So, right, and it's gloves off between Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton in the title race. Is it advantage Red Bull? Is it Red Bull's title to lose? Is it Mercedes to come back? We're gonna sort of look into that. It's gonna be a very interesting Grand Prix. I've already expressed that Mercedes must come back with an answer to this Grand Prix, and I feel they will. They will come back with an answer, and they'll come back to fight. And I feel that now looking at the two practice sessions, that they could be faster in qualifying. They could also be faster in the race as well. We know their race pace, Mercedes, is far longer than Red Bull's. It's just been the last few races, strategy has been better than the last Grand Prix was better by Red Bull and in the strategy, but the race before that obviously was street circuits and Mercedes were struggling. So to come away with only 4 points behind Max Verstappen is key. So the only thing I'm just gonna say, I don't like people. They don't treat people right when they have a certain learning disability. That's all I'm gonna say. And I think the way some people act when they do that and treat them when they're a guest is disgusting. That's all I'm saying. But anyway, yes, we're looking into the Styrian Grand Prix, and we'll quickly bring up the two practice sessions and bring them up right now. And make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Styrian GP 2021. So putting up pre-practice forms, because obviously for anyone who's new to Formula 1, there's 3 practice sessions in a Grand Prix weekend. There's 2 on Friday. There's 2 on Friday, and there's 1 on a Saturday morning. So you've got the Friday morning session, FP1, and FP2, free practice 2 is the afternoon session, and then you've got the qualifying, which lasts an hour, and there's 3 knockout sessions in that qualifying session. So you have 18 minutes where the bottom 5 drivers are of the bottom 5 of the grid is decided by the bottom 5 drivers getting knocked out in qualifying 1. Qualifying 2, the next 5 drivers get eliminated. So from 20 to 15, then 15 to 10, and then you get final 10 for the shootout. The 10 drivers that get through to the shootout then have to start the Grand Prix on the tyres they qualified their fastest lap in qualifying 2. So, so if Mercedes decide to qualify on the medium tyre instead of the soft tyre in Q2, despite what they're running Q3, they'd have to start on the medium tyre. And on that tyre specifically. Yeah. But anyway, FP1. Verstappen heads Gasly in opening Styrian practice session at the Red Bull Ring. Obviously, it's in the lovely Styrian Hills at the Red Bull Ring, usually formerly known as A1 Ring, right? But now, Red Bull owned. And the official timing sheets: Max Verstappen 34 laps with a 105.9. Gasly with a 1.06.1. Hamilton third and only 0.4 off, but More worried about this. I'm not sure worried about white pace in that first session, and more worried about the long ones. So, which is the strategy that they're going to be doing throughout the Grand Prix. But the problem is that they get all this data, but qualifying the race that like to be a weather weekend. It says to be a wet race, mixed conditions, same as in qualifying. So, and just a timely reminder, anyone that's watching, last time there was rain at this in Austria, Hamilton not qualified the whole field by 1.2 seconds. So, well, his nearest rival, which was Verstappen. So, just thought I'd put that in there. But Max Verstappen again then had timesheets in FP2. Daniel Ricciardo was second, and Lewis Hamilton was fourth with 3/10 off. But he would have been fastest of all if he didn't run so wide in out of 10, which exceeded track limits. If he didn't, he would have had that time stood. But that time, because of exceeding track limits, was deemed to be deleted. So, but he would have been a 10th up on Max Verstappen's time for FP2. So the Mercedes got also one lap pace, similar to the Red Bull. So for me, it's all play for, to be honest. It's going to be one of the closest sessions possible, because what I've noticed also is that people seem to be getting a lot down the straights, a lot more than big up Bargav, let's go Ferrari, big up. Yeah, Red Bull usually expect Mercedes to dominate on the straights with their power unit, but seems to be Red Bull being better at straight line speed. But then Mercedes have been better through sector 2, which is twice twisty section of the circuit. So yeah, for me, that's probably where the Hamiltons going to make most time on. And just going on, Barga mentioned just about Ferrari. I'm not expecting Ferrari to do very well in this Grand Prix at all. Like the power circuit, they haven't got the power unit that the rest of the field have, compared to the Mercedes, even the Renault at times, even the Honda. So they are going to struggle throughout this Grand Prix. It's not designed for the power unit of their car. And so I expect the Ferrari to be up the front, or to be fighting it out with maybe Norris and Daniel Ricciardo in the rest of the rest positions, third spot, so or fifth and sixth on the grid. Bearing in mind the top four will be the two Red Bulls and the two Mercedes. So yeah, let me know your thoughts and feelings going to Grand Prix. What do you think is going to happen? Any questions, please do feel free to answer. So feel free to answer. Big up Static, how are you, mate? Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button as well. But those are looking the times for them to practice sessions, and if we're going to go on that basis, bear in mind they could be running different engine modes, different power modes, right, different strategies at the time. But if we're going on that, it looks like it is so close between the two, between Red Bull and Mercedes, and it might even just be down who's got the better strategy, who's faster in the race. Then, yeah, who's better in the race? Then, then out of the two of them, so who's going to be better, Red Bull or Mercedes? So, I'm red till I die. Well, yeah, definitely, mate. But I'm just saying you don't expect Ferraris to be fun. I think for F1 there's two types of supporters. There's the ones that support the team, like our co-host brother Johnny supports the team, or there's supporters like me who support the driver. So I support Hamilton. So if Hamilton moved to Ferrari, I'd support Ferrari and Hamilton in Ferrari. If he went to Aston Martin, I'd go support him with Aston Martin. So I'm support. I support like the driver rather than the team. Whereas some people just support that stay strong to the team. I mean, Italy, if Ferrari win a championship, that whole country like celebrates like they've won the World Cup because they're that passionate about Ferrari. So yeah, big up Maisie in the building. Obviously, channel member. Thanks for tuning in as usual. And if you want to become a channel member, the join button is in the video. Is just below the video. So go and do that. Stephen, I'm good, buddy. Just came to say hello. Keep up with the good work with all your great charity work. Thank you very much indeed. I did speak to the charity. They are going to email them tonight about the amount that like the memberships are, and they're going to come back saying how much like someone needs to pay accumulate monthly. So if someone is paying £5 a month, they have to pay 3-4 months of that before they get a t-shirt or a mug from the charity. So yeah, that could be another perk for you guys. So you get something in return, as well as all the other perks we got with the membership. So yeah, go and check them out now. So yeah, I'm like Hamilton and Mercedes. I know they'll come back with an answer. They're gonna come back with an answer either way, and they always do, and they always will, and that's the end of it. And I think it's going to be difficult for Red Bull to live with maybe not just the qualifying pace, but the long run pace of Mercedes. It took a good strategy decision during the last Grand Prix in France for them to be able to beat Mercedes, because at before the pit stop, Hamilton was all over Verstappen. His race pace was far stronger. It's just they made the right call at the right time, and they preempted what probably Mercedes would have done. What Mercedes would have done if they didn't pit before Hamilton, before Mercedes did. Mercedes thinking they could have done it on a one stop, obviously paid the price by not listening to their drivers. I mean, Bottas was the first one to point it out and didn't point out that the fact that these tyres weren't going to last, and this is a two-stop race. We could do it on a two-stop, but they paid the price for not listening. So yeah, but like I said, Bargav, I'll send you the link, mate. I'll just have to get it. You just invite. Bang. You just Twitter. Need to look at Twitter and look. Where's Bargav in this? I sent the link to you on Twitter, mate. As well as sent it to Maisie as well, but hopefully he can join us at some point. Yeah, if any guys still got any questions about the sport in general, ask them away. Best place to, and I can explain it the best I can. to make it simple and easy to understand, because it is but yeah, I mean, what's your predictions? That's what I want to know. What's your predictions for going? It's not like me going on about what I want to see and what I expect. What are you saying? I mean, this is what the platform's for, is for you to have your say on what could happen in this Grand Prix and what can happen in whatever sport we're talking about. So what do you say? What's your opinion? Do you think that Mercedes are the one to watch out for in this weekend, or do you feel that it's already Red Bulls to lose? And yeah, it's just yeah, it's difficult to I just don't know. Like what I see with Mercedes at the minute is obviously they're a team on the back foot. They're being pushed to the limit. It's a bit like what happened in 2018 when they've been pushed to the limit. But we've seen in 2018 them still be able to unlock the true performance of the car at the right moment and take and still win and still take the championship. Despite, don't forget, during that 2018 season, people might go on about it, about how Mercedes are dominated, but that season, Ferrari had the strongest car. They had the strongest car by a mile off, yet they didn't win the title. So, yeah, it's down to, I think it's Hamilton's having to dig deep to try and beat Verstappen this season. I still think he can do it. I still perfectly believe and will always believe he can do it until it's realistically impossible. And whenever there's only a tenth or two between the two, I'll still say Hamilton can do it. Right? I mean, Bahrain Grand Prix, there were a few tenths off, right, per lap, yet they still managed to win the race. So, don't rule. This is what I'm saying. This is people are trying to rule out Mercedes already, saying that it's Red Bulls to lose or anything like that. It's not. So far, not. Absolutely not. It's got a long way to go yet. A long way to go. And we're talking about people being written off of the title when we're only a third of the way in. Not even half distance yet of the season. We've got 23 races to do. Right? We've only done 7 of them. This is round 8. So there's still a lot of racing to be done. And I still feel it'll go down to the wire. I think it will go down to the last Grand Prix. This is how good this season's been. And this is the thing. A lot of people are watching it this season because of the competitiveness of it. Now, that's great because if Hamilton can win despite all that, that just proves to beyond all doubt, right, that Hamilton should get the respect he deserves. I don't like the fact that he still doesn't get the respect he deserves. Right? I don't like it at all. So yeah, I mean, but some people just have their agendas, and I don't know why they have their agendas. I really don't. You just have got sometimes respect what someone's done in the sport, and he's done wonders in the sport, and that's not just on circuit, that's off circuit as well. So yeah, man, and with the threat of rain, anything can happen. Let's not get it right. We've still got a threat of rain to cope with, right, for Saturday and Sunday. not just the qualifying, but the race as well, which means it could be a mixed up grid. We've got our co-host, Reverend John, in. How are you, mate?
Hey, Stephen, hope you good. Greetings, good people. Hope you okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Up
all
the
right,
booze,
man. Just
up the booze.
yeah, you wish. I'm just explaining how like Mercedes are gonna wallop you.
Well, provided if it rains, right? Provided if it rains. If it rains, at which I think we now know that it's going to be
Provide if it
raining.
rains.
And
Excuse me. Like,
yeah, if it
hang on.
rains,
Second practice session. If you want for deleted lap time, we're basically a tenth faster than you out of the
it
quali
was
ones.
deleted. It was
Yeah,
deleted,
but it
mate.
would have still,
Plus,
yeah, but it would have been a tenth faster, even if it was
well,
deleted.
Well, you know what? Here's the thing. The thing is that, like practice sessions, to be honest, like they're really much biased,
Don't tell me
except,
you weren't bringing the most out of that car for that quali
no,
set.
no,
Don't tell me you weren't.
no. One car was, but the other one was not like Perez, because Perez, like in his, like after the race, where, like when he was being interviewed, he said that, like he was, strategizing. No, sorry, like not strategizing, but the thing was that he was specializing in, like long run races, whereby they want to see, like the tires, how the tires will react to, such as short
Because that's your
circuit.
problem. That's your problem, isn't it?
Yes, exactly. But now, like the thing is that, for me, I think, from the third session tomorrow, whereby people will now be now simulating for, like quali, like, I think that's where we really need to be talking about, because usually that's like the business end of of like the practice sessions. But, yeah, like, Mercedes, has got pace. But then also it seems like with the new power engine that, like we're not a team to reckon with. It's just that I'm just worried that, like a lot of people are just complaining about our car. And, like our car, like the RB, 16B, was, a carryover to, like last year's car, 60%. And now, like Total Wolf is already starting, like last week, he was whining, saying that, like I'm really amazed why, on the straights, like, was it sector 2 that, like we tended, like to blow everyone up, meaning that, like he was kind of like in another way insinuating that, yeah, like the car is good, but, like what we're not really understanding is that, like, on the straights, it's extraordinary fast, and you have to be investigated. But, well, for me, I don't know. But to be honest, Max has very,
Well, to be
like he
fair, the
has,
last time someone did that over a Mercedes,
I
they
know,
were actually
Ferrari.
punished.
Well, like, wasn't it, the Ferrari, whereby, like that fuel thing, like whereby, like they later got figured out, with
Yeah, you
that,
got found out.
yellow. Yeah, exactly. Because, like you remember on the street. So for me, I'm I'm hoping that it will not be a similar situation, because I
Oh, so
understand,
laugh it is.
it's
I so laugh. If it is, oh my life, that is your
it's
title over. Your
too good
title's
to be
over.
true. Yeah, very true.
Like,
Very,
it'll be
yeah, very
so
true.
beautiful. I'm like,
Yeah. Yeah,
there's a
true. Yeah,
god. There's a
yeah,
god.
true. Yeah. But to be honest, I understand what you're saying, that, like Mercedes has an upper hand. But the thing is that I think that, it has now changed, with the penalty that Bottas has had now. Because now I'm sure even for Perez, or should I say, let me say, Christian Horner will be on, Perez, like, a game tomorrow, telling him to make
Yeah.
sure that he pushes, because at least like, the worst case scenario should be third. Because the thing is that we all know that Lewis is going to be up there and Max, but always, like for Mercedes to have a good win, you should have your second driver. For Red Bull, the same thing. They also have to have their second driver up there. So,
I
you know,
I say that, but I feel that like the wet weather, you can't guarantee that.
exactly. Now with the rain, that's why I'm saying, like Lewis has been the master. That's why I'm saying, for me, I'm very confident. I am confident, but I'm just not so confident when it comes to, the weather. For example, if it's going to rain, because on Wednesday it was predicted that on Friday it's also going to be raining in practice session, but it did not rain today. And of course, we all know that tomorrow and also like quali, I'm not really sure, but quali they say that it's about 60% probability that it's going to rain, but I would not know. But that's the last thing I want. Because the thing is that with the circuit, that we're going to be racing tomorrow, our home circuit, it's very short, people like last year Bottas having like was it 1 minute 2 seconds for his quali. And just imagine when it comes to race day that people are going to be separated by just a small margin. And just imagine if one car just spins off that off that circuit,
That's a bit
just
crazy.
imagine. Yeah, must be. And also Carlos Sainz, I don't know if you noticed that Carlos Sainz not only did it once, but I think was it twice? Was it twice? Yeah.
Yeah,
Whereby,
well, we're not expecting Ferrari to struggle this weekend. Like Ferrari
yeah,
aren't going to struggle this weekend. Like it's not their
of
circuit.
course, because the high speed corners, right? But the thing is that like it just
Not
gives
just
you a
that, the engine
basic.
power,
Oh yes, yeah, yeah. But
their engine
but like
power.
the yeah, of course. But now the thing is that it just gives you a basic idea of like you see Carlos Sainz. Yes, it was practice. I understand that, but I'm saying if a driver of a Ferrari, spins like that, what more when there's rain? Because for me, I don't want to jinx it, but I just got a hunch something bad is going to happen to one of the Red Bull drivers if it rains. Take a look, like what take a look what happened, like was it Imola, whereby of course Max won it, right? And you still remember that small incident that happened to Lewis, like a rare mistake that he did. But of course there was now the like, was it a red flag or yellow flag? And he was able to recover and he
Red
finished
flag.
second. Yes, but do you still recall that like for Bottas had an incident with George Russell, and
Yeah,
now
that's the reason red flag.
yes, and now the thing was that like for for Perez, like we know that he overtook, like when there was a safety car and he was given a penalty, he
I
recovered,
mean, like
but
the team never tell him you can't do that.
But now that was a rookie mistake, and I'm saying you have more than 10 years already
That's
in
Red
the
Bull
sport.
not getting on the phone saying, "Oi, give it back."
Yeah, but come
Come
on,
on, you know the rules as
Steven.
well as what I do. Come on.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying that I'm sure maybe also the engineers did not see that coming, considering that like the guy has about 10 years in the sport, and come on,
Yeah,
even
but
me,
if
even
you see him
I.
go off the circuit and two cars go through and he overtakes the two cars, you as an
Yeah,
engineer should know that is against the rules.
yeah,
So
exactly,
surely, as
definitely,
much
yeah.
as it's his fault, it's also the team's fault for not telling him.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess so. Yeah, but now you still recall that it was, like it was, like there was wet, weather. It was raining. And remember what happened to Perez, and Perez never scored any point, despite like Bottas already being knocked out. So like some of these situations come to your mind, messing up with your head that like yes, it's a home it's a home Grand Prix, but the thing is that the wet
I think
weather,
even if it was dry,
it's
he'd be struggling as well.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. So now for me, I'm saying imagine if Carlos Sainz was doing what he was doing when it was not raining, and of course Lewis what he did in Imola. Of course, we know he recovered, finished second. But I'm just saying it just shows that we're all human and anyone can make a mistake. And what is very worrying is that like that's a short circuit, and meaning that like cars like will be almost next to each other, so you never know, because the thing is that like for example like Max Verstappen wants to lap wants to lap Mazepin, and Mazepin does what he does best, spinning, and like I just want
I
to
can
think
imagine
about
it
it.
being pouring with rain. He tries to lap Mazepin, and he does what seems like he did Coulthard.
Yes,
You know, yeah.
exactly. Oh yes, and
I
and
would
yes,
laugh my
yes.
fucking head off.
And also I don't know if you still recall that, like was it in 2018 whereby was it 2018? I think it was 2018, but where exactly I'm not sure. Whereby Max Verstappen was lapping Esteban Ocon, like, and that that's the last thing on your mind, and I'm really worried, to be honest. I am really worried.
2018. Oh my god! What a way to give Mercedes the championship.
Oh, you remember?
Oh.
Oh, you remember, right?
Yeah, he
Like
was
for me.
cruising. He was cruising, and then he got like you see all you see is a spinning Red Bull, and I'm like, yeah, boy.
Man, yeah, yeah. To be honest, yeah. But that's why I'm saying, if it does not rain, I definitely am full of confidence and I'm buzzing. But the thing is that if it rains, Steven, to be honest, with
You
the
know
rookie
who's a
mistake.
weather master?
I know, man. I know that is what is just rattling me up. It's rattling me up big time, man. And
See, I don't
we
mind if
might
it
as well.
rains or it's dry, mate. I don't mind. Like I said, the last time we were in Austria and it rained, you got out qualified by 1.2 seconds.
I know, man. And
Let
like
that sink in.
I,
1.2 seconds, mate.
I
Just
know,
putting that out
man.
there.
It's so mind blowing, and like you think to yourself, when was the last race win of Red Bull? It was in 2017, Daniel Ricciardo, and you know right now it's
2017.
yeah, it was 2017 whereby Ricciardo won it.
What, the
Yeah,
Austrian Grand Prix?
sorry, yeah.
What, the Austrian? No,
No, it was 2017.
it was
It was
2019.
2019.
Max Verstappen. 2018 and 19 after he fucking shoved Leclerc off the road.
Oh yes, and even his second,
Yeah,
right? Yeah,
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 he
yeah,
shoved
yeah,
him off
yeah,
the
yeah,
road.
yeah, 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 definitely, yeah. Thank you so much. I said correct. And also, like the thing is that like you just hope that like the flashes of 2016. You remember 2016, whereby Nico and Sir Lewis. You remember what happened? Yeah, but then
Oh,
again,
I'd rather. Hang on, say that again. Sir Lewis. Mm.
no, Sir Lewis definitely he deserves it. He deserves it. Even though I'm a Max Verstappen fan, but like you have to give due where it belongs.
Hey,
You
If
have
Jackie Stewart can do it with 3 titles, why can't he get a knighthood with 7? That's what I want
yeah,
to know.
yeah, true. But you know what? But like the thing is that I'm happy with the position that we are in. I'm really buzzing. But the problem is that like it's a tight race, and I'm just afraid that like we as Red Bull will neglect
You do know you're
the
not beating Harold at
2022.
Silverstone.
Obviously we're
You're
not,
not.
but you know what? But the thing is that you have to keep a bit of like a leap of faith, because in Baku, we had no right at all, considering that Mercedes had dominated even the
They
French
didn't
Grand
dominate it, to
Prix.
be honest.
Yeah,
Oh, the
like
French Grand
Mercedes,
Prix. Yeah, the French Grand Prix.
yes, and
Yeah,
even
not
in
the
Baku. Come
Baku
on,
one.
man. even backwards.
No,
But
but
the
no,
last
we
2
won
years you
29.
won it.
No, the 2019. Yeah, I'll give you that one.
And 18,
2018. No,
whereby
2018. The only reason we lost
whereby
that. The only reason we won
Bottas.
that is because Vettel decides to dive down at turn one, right? Dive down at turn one, a bit like what Hamilton did, right? Bottas had a tire
Yes,
puncture,
DNF. Yes,
right? There's so many
because
other variables that went into that, right?
but it was because of that yellow
Ferrari were
flag.
faster by a mile.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
If it weren't
but
for the red flag, we wouldn't have won that Grand Prix.
yeah, like you wouldn't had at all, because like like it was
Basically,
unfortunate.
if you two didn't take each other out, right? Basically, if it
Oh
weren't for
yes,
Red Bull, we wouldn't have had the win. So thanks, mate.
yeah, true. But really, who
I
do you
mean,
blame
how
here?
is
Who
I mean,
do
how
you
does it
blame?
feel like it's not even once down that you've had two teammates come together?
That's the worrying part. But now with Checo, who is also desperate to have a new contract, I'm sure like you just have to, play along, with the team orders, and so far I'm
Oh,
sure
so
he's
basically, hang on. So right, if it's Bottas, it's an outrage, and it's outrageous that he has to give way for Hamilton, right?
yeah,
Even though he's not quick enough. But if it's Perez with Verstappen, oh, that's perfectly fine.
yeah, definitely.
That
Because
makes no
come
sense.
on, at least we know. You know what? The the problem at Red Bull, they were saying, there's no number one or number two driver. There's no. So now just imagine, the time whereby Max came and there was Daniel Ricciardo. Of course, Daniel Ricciardo was the alpha male, but later on we also that the team was now screwing Ricciardo. But now here the writing is on the wall. You're given a 1 year contract. A 1 year contract. Come on, obviously you should know your place, that you're the second driver. And so far, yes, he's done very good, extraordinary, very well, considering that like
Well, you say that, but Hamilton's got a 1 year contract. He ain't the second driver.
come no, but I'm saying you're coming to a new team. Come on, this is different. You're coming to a new team, and like you remember for Lewis, remember, like he wanted to take a break. If I'm not mistaken, I stand to be corrected. But the thing is that they were hoping that he still could like sign a contract, because like it continued until like early this year. Was it in February, whereby he later signed? Was it January or February? Yeah. But now I'm saying,
Late January.
oh yes, yeah, thank you. But now the thing with Perez, you're coming to a new team. You're coming to a new team and you're just given a 1 year contract. I'm sure like you should know already that is going to be the number two driver. But considering that this car has been undrivable for many of the second drivers, like the second like the syndrome of the second drivers.
Yeah, because
To be fair.
favoritism.
Okay, and okay, well, yes, I won't, like I won't deny that. I won't deny that. But now with Perez, like we've found, like that driver after I don't know how many that we tried. We tried, and he's done a very good job. And even, like the thing is that Sir Lewis had one advantage like ahead of Max Verstappen, was because of experience and also the thing of tire management. But now with
Oh yeah.
Checo, yes, but now with Checo, who also has like that advantage of tire management,
Oh
it
no,
opens.
not compared to those. Not compared to those.
Yes, but I'm saying that because of him, like that advantage, at least it gives Max a fighting a chance. Because even like post match, like Toto was saying, like because Checo was still there, we couldn't even pit, like Sir Lewis, because if we had pitted him because of Perez, like he wouldn't had a fighting chance at all. So like I really hope that you get a contract, plus like it's just like likable. Everyone likes Checo. But the thing is that he's done very well. Because imagine that, like Racing Point, like they screwed him over. How many times did he save that team? He saved them a lot of times. And now, just when he thought that he was going to have a new contract, like to renew a contract, last minute, like you hear that Vettel is coming there,
Yeah.
and obviously you're not going to be screwing over a stroke because of the father, you see. So now that was late in, because a lot of teams had already, had like their drivers line up for the following season, and it was going to be tragic not to have a person of his quality, like not to have, like a seat for next season, like what happened to Esteban. You remember what also happened
Yeah.
to Esteban, whereby he had one season out. But I'm really happy, and I'm sure, like you agree with me that he deserves.
Yeah, I mean, it deserves it. And obviously, I was rooting for that last
Yeah,
season. Like, maybe I should shut my mouth. Uh, but look,
but yeah,
as much as I sit there and you can go on about Red Bull at the minute, right? Mercedes would have come out of that last Grand Prix and had a serious sit down and talking about what's going on, right? And yeah, I believe, and this time I don't think they'll make the same mistake again, right? Which
yeah,
that's the thing. They don't copy the same mistakes. They learn from their mistakes.
yeah.
So
They
that's the
never
worst.
repeat
That's
those
the worst
mistakes at
thing.
all.
So when you get Grand Prix like that, what they did last weekend, last time
Yeah,
out, right? Even though we had the faster car, you had the faster car on the race pace, right?
yeah, but we had
If,
the
if
new
Max,
power engine, mate.
no, not just that, right? No,
Huh?
you had the new power engine.
Yeah,
You had the new
but
power engine.
wasn't it? Yes, but
Red
wasn't
Bull had
it?
the new Red Bull had the new power engine for that weekend.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That
Right? But what I'm saying is,
what? Yeah,
right, is that we were all over you, right?
yeah,
We were all
definitely
over Max, right?
because of the
He was
wings.
struggling to keep Hamilton. He was struggling to keep Hamilton behind, right?
Yeah, very
He
true.
wasn't comfortable on that hard tire. Would have Hamilton got past? I don't know,
Yeah,
right?
true.
But he was struggling, and I think by the
Very.
end of the race, he probably would have taken him Hamilton because he's about much better time management. So the only
Yeah,
way Red Bull are going to win is by boxing that Verstappen again, and this is the problem, right? It's going to get to a point you can't afford to keep doing second pit stops on Verstappen, right?
yeah. You
Can't
never at all.
because right,
But perhaps,
you're going to
you know,
have to get
like
Verstappen to compete with Hamilton at time management, and that's where I think he's going to let him down.
exactly. That's why I'm saying it's always very important. Like to have at least either the second driver of Mercedes and also the second driver of like Red Bull, because like I'm happy that Red Bull finally has what Mercedes had all these years, you know good team spirit, championship contender, and now also a great support in the second driver, because that usually
Oh,
like
to be you say team spirit, but to be honest, it's like the way Mercedes function is just it's like a team that I've never seen before.
yeah,
Ever in
very
sport. The
much,
way they
very
go
much.
about their business, like, is beyond any team I've seen. Even
Mhm.
Ferrari's era of
Very much.
2004, or
I will agree
Schumacher's
with
era, like it's
you.
beyond
From
anything.
2000
And it's
2004, yeah.
you know what? It's beyond. It's probably going to be beyond any team that you will see. I think.
I agree with you. I
I don't
agree
think
with
you're
you.
going to see a team dominate for 7 years, seven,
Never,
8 years,
never,
like they have done. And
never,
um,
never, to be
will
honest.
it continue next season? I don't know. Will it continue this season? I don't know. Right?
No one
They'll have to
knows
be
at
with
all.
it. They'll be with it. But I fully expect they will because Mercedes are
Obviously.
they're that thorough. that like 2017, everyone thought the change in regulations was gonna turn it round.
Oh
Like
yes,
it
oh
didn't.
yes, oh yes.
Like
Yeah.
2019, they relaxed the wings. Didn't then. No matter how many times they've thrown different things at Mercedes, they've found a
Yeah.
way to win championships.
No, yeah, no
So
matter what. Because like courtesy of Red Bull. No. Let me not say courtesy of Red Bull. Courtesy of Christian Horner. The FIA has each and every year tried to slow down Mercedes, and Mercedes
yeah,
has had
and
every
you
solution.
you see why I don't care about like Christian Horner's moaning. You see why now like he's now moaning that Mercedes are doing the same thing. Well, you
Yeah,
really think you're gonna do all that and we weren't gonna react when you started becoming successful? No, of
I
course not. When
know,
you started
I
winning
know,
races, of course we're gonna call you out as well. So
yeah,
like payback, it's one of those. Like if you don't like us moaning all the time and protesting all the time, don't fucking do it then, because you're gonna get it back. Okay,
yeah, yeah.
trust
I
me.
I
Because
know very well.
with our DRS system this season, Baku would never have happened.
Yeah,
Never
yeah,
have
yeah,
happened.
definitely,
Right?
definitely.
Monaco,
But yeah,
Monaco. I'd love to have seen that round Monaco.
mm.
Right? That would have been a revelation. That would have got our tires heated up and to the right temperatures.
But
Right?
man, yeah, but Steven, I agree with you. Even for me as a Red Bull fan, like I hate to admit it that Christian Horner and slash Red Bull have tried very much, and FIA has really done a lot. But to be honest, Das was just criminal, man. Das was criminal, man. I like
That's
let's
not
agree.
criminal.
Come on, it gave you an
That's a
advantage,
criminal.
man. That was an advantage,
How's it
man.
criminal?
Like the thing is that
That's
they
what the
gave you an aerodynamic
hang on.
advantage. Yeah.
Yeah, hang on. Hold the phone. So hang on. Right. Like when we came up with this new turbo hybrid way of looking at things, we
Yeah.
separated the turbo, created like a turbo power car that's got less turbo lag, right? More aerodynamic, more compact structure because you can put the gearbox on the turbo because it's cool enough, right? Better change of direction, all these extra aero balance things that made it so much superior, about 3 seconds a lap, right? Was that
Yeah.
criminal? Well, everyone else calls
Well,
that superior innovation. It's called innovation, mate. There's nothing in the rules that said we could not have that. That's why they let it happen.
yeah, of
If it
course.
was against the regulations, A, we would never have built it. B, right, they would have banned it straight away. If it was not against the rules,
Ah,
if it was against the rules, they would never allowed it throughout the season. Simple as that.
yeah, but now
And
just see it.
technically,
But
it's still legal.
wow, but
It's
but
still
they
legal.
but they allowed you to use it for just one season.
Well,
Remember?
well, make your own. Compete with us. Make your own.
Okay. And how about okay? And now for us, we
It's
have
not that
now our
difficult to make, is
flexing
it?
wings now.
Well, yeah. So we're gonna hit you back with a flexi wing thing. We've been going on about that since last season.
But for you, you have like FIA opened like an investigation about your front wings. You know that, right?
Yeah, and they found nothing. Yeah, this one you can clearly see it.
Yeah, because it's okay. Anyway, I'll rest my case. I'll rest my case. But it seems for me,
Yeah,
one
yeah,
thing
you
that
ain't
I'm
winning
just
this one.
against. One thing that I'm just against is like if Red Bull does an innovation, right? Like we are forced to like stop it. But for you guys, like it's like okay, let them just use it. For one season, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's just like your front wings. We saw, everyone saw, like we all saw how it was changing. And was it that it should not surpass? Is it 1 degree, one more degree? Is it more than 1 degree or what? But now that was also the same thing with our wings, with our rear wings. But like for us, we're always just forced to change it. But anyway, what can I say, man? What can I say? What can I say?
That we had superior innovation that season.
Of
Simple as that.
course, yeah. But really, I'm really happy so far. I'm sure even for you as a Mercedes fan, I'm sure as good as it was, to win 7 years in a row. I'm sure you're loving the season, how it is that, like there is now a very good competition. I'm sure Say Lewis would be very happy too that he's not having, like it very easy. But confirm, especially now with the Abu Dhabi circuit, like that we're now going to have more overtakes, which is very brilliant because like the thing that is that perhaps it's going to take, like it's going to go down the wire, whereby perhaps the last race,
Yeah, the
and
new
like
adaptation. Oh, I just forgot to mention about that as well in the last
yeah,
stream about the adaptation to the Abu Dhabi circuit.
yes,
I might, if I do a gameplay of F1 and I do a
yeah,
time trial mode of um, Abu Dhabi, I might show them what like the adaptation is. So I think it's just using like the runoff
yes,
area instead of the
oh yes,
chicane at turn
not true. I'm
turn
buzzing, man.
one, two, three, turn four.
Yeah,
So instead of
I
using turn 4 and 5, they just go straight to turn 6 for using a runoff area. And then when they come down 7, 8, so that'll be turn 4, so turn 5, 6, and what would be 7, 8, 9, they now just make it one turn.
yeah,
That's going to be fun.
it's going to be very fun because like perhaps like as I said earlier on that perhaps it may go down the wire and like it's just down to one race. You remember, was it Schumacher and what's his name?
Don't forget
Uh,
Australia as well.
oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, Australia too. It's great. You know what?
Cutting out
I'm just
turns,
really happy.
what
Even
was it? Cutting
even
out turn
like
3, 4,
yes,
5, 6, 7, 8. They're turning like cut 9 and 10. They're making it just basically flat out where that runoff area is. That's gonna be fun.
yeah. And this is just good. Like
Yeah,
for
because
an
it opens more
F1 fan.
take it, shouldn't it?
Yeah, yeah, true. And also buzzing even with the Turkey, like a Grand Prix that at least it's now back on the calendar, which is very amazing.
Yeah.
Cause
Oh,
like
they've confirmed that again, haven't they?
yes, cause you remember like was it uh um the race in Monaco whereby we had that it has been removed and you were saying where should we go? Should it be China and like we're saying no no
Oh,
no
you know
definitely
what?
not China.
Hang on. When's
Was it?
when's that gonna be? So that's gonna be
Isn't it in it's October?
October the 3rd.
Yes, October.
When's the
Let
last
me.
one?
Can you confirm?
November. Oh my god, that's gonna be freezing cold again. There's gonna be like a fucking ice rink again. That is gonna be fun. Nah, nah,
Very
nah.
fun, really.
You think Bottas had 5 spins in that Grand Prix? Imagine what fucking Mazepin would do.
I
Jesus.
tell
Oh my! You imagine him on that circuit when it's an ice rink. Oh my
I know,
life!
man. I know, man.
Oh my
I know.
god!
That's why. That's why I'm
We
buzzing
might
in
as well just
Turkey.
like make it like a 20-minute compilation. Like, did he complete the circuit? No, he just kept spinning.
Man, Turkey
Oh no!
is interesting.
Did you hear the joke that came out of Sky Sports commentary today?
No. Which one
It's
was
about
that?
Mazepin. It said Mazepin apparently Netflix have already started their
Oh
production
yes, oh yes, oh
of the
yes.
new
Drive
series
to stuff like that.
of the new Strive to Survive series for 2021. They've already come up. They've already uh they've already come up with they're filming for it.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, It's apparently it's all based around Mazepin. It's all based around Mazepin. He said, "Oh yeah." I said, "What's it about?" He said, "Oh yeah, it's a spin-off."
Oh man, that was nasty, man. That was crap.
That was probably so zen to him. They're making a special one for that. They're making the special series, Drive to Survive series for Manchester. It's a spin-off.
Oh yeah. Wow, man, that was nasty, man. That was nasty. Wow. Now, just imagine in Turkey, man. Just imagine Turkey.
Oh
How it's going
Jesus
to be
Christ!
interesting.
No, he's
And
spinning.
and
Do a Bottas. He was spinning the pit lane for fuck's sake.
and like Turkey has a lots and lots of good memories, you know.
He goes around turn
Wow,
8.
like that turn, man. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember. I remember. Red Bull. I remember Vettel when in the Red Bull in 2011 took that in the wet.
Oh yes.
Like, put it in the wall, didn't he?
Yeah. Very straight in the wall.
Oh no,
Straight.
no. Like, you must have fond memories of 2010, don't you? You must have
Come
fond
on,
memories of
man.
Turkey.
I thought this is not a banter, man.
Could you imagine it? Like, Checo and Verstappen going down to the last chicanes and they're taking each other out, just like waiting on Vettel. And Hamilton behind him is just like, wow, look, it's deja vu. Oh my life, I would die laughing.
Oh man.
Praise Perez
As a Red Bull fan,
the championship.
As a Red Bull fan, like that's the last thing on your mind, That's the last thing. Because, like, I'm sure.
He tried to overtake Perez, didn't he? Right?
Yes.
I remember he tried to overtake Perez. Last time he tried to overtake Perez down there, he ended up in a spin.
Exactly. You see, and like, I think it cost the championship, man. Really did.
No,
in a big way.
No, because Hamilton are winning the championship last season.
Oh yes. Is it? Am I mixing the dates now?
He won it in that Grand
Oh
Prix
yeah.
But like Max Verstappen was coming up to second place with Perez, and he just spun off. Whereas Hamilton did it, and he was beautiful. Poetry mode.
Yeah, you see why like for me, like I'm actually worried about the wet condition, like because every time when I think of like Max now overtaking, like I said, be like early on, Esteban, you just think of Esteban because I remember like after that DNF, like he wanted to beat him up. And for me, I was like, wow, really? Are you really actually going to do that? I don't know if you still recall. He literally, like was holding his collar, But anyway, I just hope this is going to be different, I just hope so.
Anyway, predictions.
Okay, quali or for the race. Okay, for quali, I'll say first is going to be Max. Second, Sir Lewis. Third, Checo. Fourth, no. Third, Gasly. Fourth, Checo. Fifth is going to be Bottas. Yep.
So
then, yeah. Because he's got everything to lose. You see. Then the result it's going to be Max. For me to make it much more interesting, Lewis second, third Checo, yeah, and fourth Bottas, fifth Gasly. Yeah, I'm not going to put Norris anywhere close there.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I'm not.
I'd say Hamilton for pole.
That's quali. Yeah.
Yep. Bottas qualified second, so he gets fifth.
Yes.
And Max Verstappen gets third, which means second.
Oh.
And Checo will be. Do you know what? No, I'll put Norris up there. I'll put Checo behind with Bottas. No, I'm
With
not
Christian
even
or
joking. It's not look good.
with wow. Please
It's
do
not that
tell
strong
why.
to this weekend. It's not really that strong this weekend already.
No, he was, but he explained that like he's doing long runs. He explained
Yeah, I
it.
understand that, but I don't. I feel that this weekend he will struggle, especially with the mixed conditions as well. He didn't have a very good time the last time, man.
Because you know what? Because like for Checo, right now, like we're about to go for the summer break very soon. It will be summer break and contract. Contract talks are going to be. So he really needs to put in a performance. So far, he's done very well.
He's already done. He's already exceeded his expectations.
Exactly,
But that's what I just feel for this Grand Prix though. And
yeah,
for the
no,
race,
yeah.
because I want to just wrap this up quickly. For the race, Hamilton wins.
Of course.
Is
it if it rains or if it does not rain?
Both.
Oh, oh la la. Okay.
Verstappen would finish.
Don't say third. Don't say third. Second, okay.
Second.
Third. Are you serious? Okay.
Second. Who don't put second? Well, I put Checo fourth, didn't I? So I put Norris third, didn't I?
Wow. So it's going to be.
So I put Checo. Yeah, but if Checo finishes second, he'll move aside. He'll move aside. I know he will.
Yeah, like for me, I've noticed. I don't know if you've noticed that.
I know what Verstappen will do. He'll moan. That's what I've always.
You guys have. You know what? For me.
Yeah, for me, it's. Yeah, I'd say Hamilton. No, fuck it, Checo. Checo. Verstappen.
Okay.
Bottas, Norris.
Okay, I was waiting for the Norris, like for the Norris mention. The thing is that even if Checo does this quali badly, I know that I'm not really worried for race day. That is if it does not rain, because it seems that Checo is very strong when it comes to race days, and he's put in a stellar performance. For quali, I'm not really worried, but now, like you have to think that in a short circuit like this, he surely has to put in a performance for for quali. I just hope so. I really hope so. But to be honest, if it does not rain, Stephen, if it does not rain, I'm sticking to my decision. But if it rains, it's going to be Lewis without doubt. It's going to be Lewis. If it rains, it's going to be Lewis.
No.
Yeah. You see, but Stephen, I don't know if you see, I'm objective and I'm fair. I'm being
objective. I'm being objective here. Have I said in other Grand Prix that Verstappen will win?
No,
I
you
have.
never. You
Yes, I have.
never. You
Yes,
didn't.
I have. I said in
Only
Bahrain
for
illegal.
Monaco.
I said in Bahrain. I said in Bahrain.
Bahrain. No, 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 no. Yes, yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah, I
yes,
did.
yes,
Yeah, I
yes,
did.
yes, yes, yes,
I
yes.
did. I
Bahrain,
did in
Portugal. Bahrain, Portugal, and Monaco.
yeah, Monaco. I said Monaco.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I remember. I remember. I
Uh,
remember. Yeah,
so
fair
yeah,
play. Fair play.
so yeah, but we'll wait and see. Anyway, make sure to
Yeah.
hit that like button and subscribe button, and yeah, yeah, hit that like button, subscribe button, hit that share button as well. Big up to everyone in the chat, and big up to everyone that's watched. Big up to my um members, Maisie and Talk. If you are new and you want to join the membership, you know where the link is. And yeah, we're back. Yeah, we're back tomorrow
Tomorrow.
with qualifying itself. So
Yep.
who's it gonna be? All right. Okay.
That's 2 o'clock there, right?
Should I really have to ask? But there you go.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll see each other tomorrow. Until then, take care, stay safe, and we'll see you soon. Bye bye.
Cheers.